Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst with Money and Markets, with your Money and Markets week ahead, what to watch on Wall Street. Now, it is going to be a short week, short trading week this week. The New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ will be closed on Friday in observance of Good Friday. Bond markets will be open, but they will be closing at noon Eastern on Friday as well. Now, here's some of the things to watch out for in the trade shortened week this week. There are several IPOs expected to price this week. There's one that kind of stood out to me a little bit. Compass Incorporated is expected to price its IPO on April 1st. The company plans to trade on the New York Stock Exchange. The ticker symbol is going to be COMP, COMP, C-O-M-P. The company is an online independent real estate brokerage that's developed a cloud-based software program to allow its agents to work just about anywhere and manage most of its activities all on the cloud. The platform is used for customer relationship management, marketing, client services, various other things like that that real estate agents use to do their day-to-day. Now, according to Reuters, the company was founded in 2012 by former Twitter Incorporated engineer Ori Allen and former Goldman Sachs exec Robert Refkin. It works with more than 19,000 agents across 46 different metropolitan statistical areas in the United States. Its S-1 filing with the Securities Exchange Commission showed that it had a revenue of about $3.7 billion in 2020. That was up from $2.4 billion reported the year before. However, the company's operating expenses have also increased in the last 2 years. Its expenses were about $2.7 billion in 2019. That increased to right around $4 billion in 2020. Net losses were attributed to investment in new technology development, as well as recruitment and training of new agents and various other expenditures. Now, the company is offering 36 million shares at a price range of between $23 and $26 per share. It hopes to raise about $882 million with the offering, which they said will be used to increase their capitalization and financial flexibility. Basically, they're looking for more working capital to help pay for operating expenses. Now, according to Renaissance Capital, at a midpoint of $24.50, the company would see a market value of right around $12.5 billion, which is a pretty lofty sum. Bookrunners on the deal include Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Barclays, Deutsche Bank, and UBS Investment Bank. Now, this is an interesting company to me. It's managed to increase its revenue and start to kind of lower its losses. The losses are higher. But by percentage, by looking at its revenue is actually increasing faster than its expenses are. So the losses are getting a little narrower, but it's got a long way to go before it's profitable. It's considered to be one of the, if not the largest independent real estate brokerage by gross transactional volume, with about 4% share of the U.S. market, but that's still relatively small. Plus, it competes against a lot larger and much more established firms in the real estate industry. So overall, if you're looking to invest in an IPO, I'd probably pass on this one for now. There's just too many lingering questions in terms of its profitability and what exactly this company can do to increase its market share. Now, to shift over to earnings, I'll give you a more complete list of earnings coming out this week here in a bit. But cryptocurrency has been a hot button topic for several years now. But however, the headlines surrounding currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum have gained a lot of steam of late, as they are starting to gain wider acceptance in the marketplace. In fact, Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, has recently come forth and said that you can start using Bitcoin to buy Tesla. Not the stock, but actually the car. And it doesn't hurt that Bitcoin recently crossed the $50,000 threshold again as well. It's pairing back. It's kind of bouncing back and forth a little bit, but it's in that range. Now, Wednesday, Bitcoin producer and miner, if you will, Riot Blockchain Incorporated, trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol RIOT, R-I-O-T, will report its earnings. The company has also been known as Vanaxis and Bioptic, but this is its latest iteration now. It changed in 2012 to Vanaxis, in 2016, I believe, to Bioptic, and then just recently to Riot Blockchain. It's one of the largest publicly traded Bitcoin miners in North America. It's got a market cap of about $2.24 billion. Now, the company stock traded mostly flat between $1 and $3 a share in most of 2020, but in late November, as those headlines start to creep in terms of Bitcoin acceptance and the price of Bitcoin rising, Riot Blockchain stock skyrocketed. Between December 28th and January 4th, the price grew from $16 to $26 in just about 2 trading days as positive blockchain headlines pushed investors into companies like Riot. Now, it currently trades at $45 a share. It hit as high as $71 a share back in mid-February, but now it's pared back. And it's starting to creep back up a little bit, but over the last 12 months, the stock price has actually swelled by 5,800%. That's a massive gain. Again, but it was only priced $1 to $3, so you have to take that kind of with a grain of salt. Now, in June 2018, the company brought in about $2.79 million in total revenue, but has struggled to replicate that. It's only topped $2 million in total quarterly revenue in 3 quarters since then. So over 10 quarters, it's only brought in $2 million in total revenue in 3. And that includes the last quarter, however, which is a bit of good news, where it brought in $2.46 million. Now, it's also struggling with its earnings per share to bring them into positive territory. Over the last 10 quarters, the company has reported an average earnings loss of 45 cents per share. However, its best earnings quarter was the previous quarter, which would be the third quarter of 2020, where it reported an earnings loss of just 4 cents a share. That beat the Wall Street consensus of an 8 cent per share loss. So it actually bested it by quite a bit. And for Q4, analysts are projecting earnings of around negative 8 cents per share on revenue of $3.6 million. And if it holds, it would be their best quarter in terms of revenues for the company since June of 2018. Now, there's a big interest in blockchain and especially cryptocurrency like Bitcoin as it gains wider acceptance and its price continues to go up. That demand is only going to get bigger. That could pay off dividends for Riot Blockchain down the road. Now, in the data dump this week, it's going to be kind of short on data releases this week because of the Good Friday holiday. But on Tuesday, the Conference Board is going to release its latest monthly Consumer Confidence Index. This index measures the overall confidence in economic activity in the U.S. Now, a neutral reading on the index is 100. That's the midpoint. That's where things are kind of right in line, very neutral. Anything below is considered weak confidence. Anything above that is strong confidence. If it's 75 or below, it's really weak. If it's 125 and above, it's really strong. Now, the index hit a low of 84.8 back in August of 2020, but has rebounded sharply the following 2 months after that. However, since November 2020, the index has read below neutral, that neutral mark of 100. Consumer confidence has been on the rise over the last 3 months, and analysts expect March's index reading to be around 96, which is higher than the 91.3 reading the index had in February. Now, to polish off this shortened week ahead, here's a look at some of the key earnings reports that are due out this week. On Monday, Cal-Maine Foods Incorporated, along as Vaxcyte and Rubicon Technology will be reporting earnings. On Tuesday, a little bit bigger day in terms of earnings. Lululemon Athletica, Carnival Corporation, and Chewy will be reporting earnings on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Micron Technology, Walgreens Boots Alliance is on tap, and then we've already talked about Riot Blockchain. They will also report on Wednesday. On Thursday, CarMax, a popular used car chain, they will report, as well as management company Franklin Covey and Consolidated Water Company Limited will report on Thursday. On Friday, very, very brief, I only found one company reporting earnings on Friday. That's Greenbrier Companies, and that will wrap up the week. So again, it's going to be a shortened week in terms of trading. Good Friday, markets are closed except for the bond markets, which will close at noon on Friday. So enjoy the shortened week. I hope everyone has a great trading week and enjoys the Good Friday holiday if you are inclined to do so, and in preparation for Easter Sunday. So until next time, this is Matt Clark, research analyst for Money and Markets, your host of the Bull and the Bear and the Marijuana Market Update. Until next time, everyone, safe trading.